I have a confession to make that I was wrong about Spain winning the World Cup. I am eating my words right now. Spain has won the World Cup, and I said in this video up here that Spain will not win the World Cup. Let me explain. So the reason I said that Spain's not going to win the World Cup is because they played a style of Tiki Taka football, very passive style, against Cape Verde in the first game of the World Cup. And let me just tell you that in that game, they didn't have Lamine Yamal. They didn't have Alex Baena. They didn't play Pedro Porro. They played Lorente instead. They played a 4-4-3. A 4-3-3. Pedri was there alongside Rodri and Ruiz. And Ferran Torres started with Gavi. Gavi was on the left side of the midfield. Now, here's the thing. After that game, Spain made some changes to their starting lineup. They actually brought in Pedro Porro as right back. Yamal started on the right, Alex Baena on the left, and that created quite a lot of difference. Gavi and Pedri went to the bench. Fabian Ruiz started with Rodri, and Spain played a little bit of active tiki-taka, not a passive one, not the boring one that they started off with Cape Verde. And Cape Verde actually were able to run in behind and were able to break the press. And based on that performance, I said they're not going to win the World Cup unless they improved drastically, which they did as the tournament progressed. The game against Uruguay was pretty much similar, but the one that they really went on to another gear and everybody started taking notice was the one against France. They just dismantled France, this France team. This is a modified tiki-taka. The return of tiki-taka, as I say it, this is not the one that they played in 2010. This is definitely not the one that Barcelona played in the Pep Guardiola era, Iniesta, Xavi, and Messi when they were there, Busquets to an extent. This is Spain's, or should I say, Luis de la Fuente's tiki-taka, a more pressing type of tiki-taka, slow-paced. They make the field smaller by collectively pressing and dropping back and pushing up. They do not let the opposition have the ball. They suffocate them by passing. And if they can, they will pass their ball into the goal. They will not shoot. To be honest, they did take a lot of shots against Argentina, but they were all straight shot at the goalkeeper. But they won the game, rightly so, 100%. The best team won. They deserved it. But here's my thing on tiki-taka. Everybody's saying football has won. This is the best thing. Football should be played this way. My opinion is different. I disagree. And this is the beauty of opinions. These are all subjective. You can agree or disagree. My take is this. From a neutral point of view or a fan that watches football/soccer every 4 years for a World Cup. And imagine this fan going to this stadium paying minimum of, let's say, $3,000 to $5,000. Yeah, that's the lowest threshold of the tickets for the final. It went up until 30K. 30,000. But let's say you're spending minimum of 3,000. Let's just, for the sake of argument, let's say you're spending $1,000 of your hard-earned money. Do you want to go and watch that game? That tiki-taka? That brand of football? With all due respect, football won. That's what the pundits are saying. Did football actually win? Or the best team won? There's a difference. If you're talking about entertainment factor, if you're talking about goals, watch the third place game against England and France. 6-4. You got 10 goals. You got your money's worth. Now, a lot of arguments going to be made. Oh, third place doesn't matter. Well, did you see Didier Deschamps when France started making a comeback? It doesn't matter. That guy didn't want to lose his last game. He wanted to go out with a win. You're playing for your country. Every game should matter. It doesn't matter if it's a third place. Yeah, the pressure was not there. Okay, I understand that. But France and England played a game. That's how a game should be played, in my opinion. Again, my opinion, not everyone else. That's how you should play a football game. You score more than the opposition and you win the game. Yes, there are times in league games I've seen that you play the game, you dominate the first half. Physically, it's not possible to dominate the entire 90 minutes with high press intensity and whatnot. Then you slow down, but you keep the ball within yourselves. You keep possession, but not at the way that Spain keeps possession. It's like, we're not going to even attack. We're going to pass it amongst ourselves, pass it backwards. Then when we can, we're going to try to score a goal. This brand of tiki-taka will not give you 4-0 results, 3-0 results will not give you 10 goals. Forget 10 goals. It's not going to give you 5 goals. It's probably going to give you 1 or 2 goals. Spain has won it like what, 1-0, 2-1. The Belgium team was the only team that gave them a run for their money to an extent. And if Lamens didn't make that mistake, who knows what would have happened? They probably would have gone into a penalty shootout. So I understand there's an argument. There's a return of Tiki Taka. This is great defensive organization, great midfield, pass, 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 suffocate the opposition. But I will be very surprised if they can sustain this for the long term. I understand the Spanish academies teach this is the way they should be played. The game should be played. And right, I mean, that's up to them. That's their prerogative. But I don't think there's no entertainment value in this. Football should be played in an entertaining way. You are giving almost 2 hours of your lives or 90 minutes from our busy schedule to watch a game of football. And for 90 freaking minutes, forget 90 minutes. It was 120 minutes. For 120 minutes, you watched that game? Like, that was a snooze fest, with all due respect. In the first half, a lot of people fell asleep. I mean, I watch a lot of football, a lot of them, club level. Arsenal winning the league, playing in a similar style or set piece style. Again, the Spanish blueprint is all over that Arsenal team. Mikel Arteta is Spanish, the coach. Pep Guardiola, but he tweaked it a little bit. Towards the end of his Manchester City reign, he went more direct. Pep Guardiola is like, his Tiki Taka is completely different than this Luis de la Fuente's Tiki Taka and this Spanish team's Tiki Taka. I'm just going to say this, at the grandest stage of them all, this brand of football was boring for the neutral. This is not how a final should be. Now, there's an argument that it needs 2 to tango. Argentina didn't bring it. Well, that too, but forget Argentina. Even if it was another team and Spain wanted to play this way, the only team that I can see, and hear me out here, and it was their own undoing, the only team that I can see that would have given this Spanish team some kind of competition would have been England. And this is not my bias towards England. This is more like England has a direct style of playing, and we have seen this until they shoot themselves on the feet. Like, it was Tuchel's undoing that they lost to Argentina. But this England team against Spain would have at least had few shots on goal, not 0 shots on goal. Well, again, debate as much as you want, disagree as much as you want. We will always find out in the Nations League coming up in September. England's going to be taking on Spain. They're in the same group. We can find out how football should be played. But the return of Tiki Taka, if this is going to be the dominance, Spain dominating Euro 2028 and going into 2030, and playing this way and winning titles, trophies, then football is in danger of missing out on the casual fans. The entertainment factor is gone. Let me know how much you disagree with me or agree with me. I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care.